Well, how y'all doing today? Another project I need to do so I have everything I need so I can work on the bikes is going to get done today. I brought my old work table in. Hey everyone, wanted to give a shout out to my wife. She helped me so much on this project, trying to get this welder put in the frame. And then once my son got home, he jumped in and he helped me, and we were able to get it in there. Also, a disclaimer, if you're tack welding or welding, you should weld your welding hood. Just for the last 50 years, what I do when I'm tack welding, I just pull the trigger and look away or close my eyes. But you should always wear your hood. But let me show you my old work table that I want to put a top on. It's right here. This is the table. I've had this thing probably 20 years. It's never had a top on it. It's always just been my go-to weld table. It's just all made out of angle iron, but all right, I'm gonna get started. Gonna clean the surface off so I can put the plate on here. Get this plate set up here. Just gonna kind of get it squared away up here to where it's half and half. Doesn't have to be perfect. Let's see something here. I'll just go ahead and tack weld it down. Have me a nice working surface. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tack this down real quick. See what happens. Turn the wire speed up. Okay, let's see how this thing welds on this plate. Go along here and just do some welds. I'm gonna go ahead and get this finished welding this all up, and I'll bring you guys back in a minute. Well, I got that part done. It's right here. Hit the welds, ground them down a little bit. Not the best. I should have ground that paint down a little bit better, but oh well, you know how that goes. But at least the plate's on there right now. So let me get everything else set up to start building the frame. Well, this is basically what I'm going to end up building. That's the dimensions on the frame. It's out of angle iron. So let me get started cutting everything and I'll bring you guys along. My tape measure. got a small cut list here, so these are already the length. I just need to cut my side pieces, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. I need 2 of them at 22. So loosen this up a little bit. Let's see, 22. Oops. Okay. Go this way. 22. Should be right there. Tighten this up. Recheck it. Close enough. Nice and tight. There's one. That's the scrap. Okay. Good enough. Cut this one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to notch this piece out of these edges, these 4 pieces here, so it will sit down flush inside. So I'm going to go ahead and get those marked, and I'll show you cutting one of them, and then I'll go ahead and I'll stop. I'll cut the rest, and once I have them all done, I'll bring you back. Okay, I've got one of them marked. It's right here. I've got the saw set up. Let's get this one cut. Now I have to mark this one, which will be the same here. I'll just mark the other two to match, the other one to match. See my mark right there. Okay, now let me put a cutoff wheel on my grinder. Okay, got the cutoff wheel on. Just clamp these down so I can cut that tab off of there and cut it off here. Perfect. Flip this around. Let's see how this in there. That'll work. Blow this stuff off a little. I'm going to change back over to my grinding disc and clean these up. Okay, just clean these edges up a little bit. All right, now clean these edges up here. Sorry everyone, but I tend to move pretty quick when I'm doing fab work, so just try to keep up. Let me get this halfway set up here. Let me check this. It looks pretty square. We've got... Okay, I'm back. Time to put these two pieces in. I got them trimmed down. Got marks right where it need to be. Right in there. And I'll just split the difference. Okay, this is where these are going to sit, but I got to check my dimensions. Make sure I have them in there halfway square. 29 and a half. 29 and a half is good enough. What do we got here? That'll work. Let's get these tack welded in. This is just a down and dirty weld cart. Doesn't have to look pretty. Nobody else is going to see it. Get my welding hood and get it welded up. That'll work. That's no big deal. Got a bit of a plate that I put in here that the bottle and the chiller will sit on. Let me get this set up so I can weld it in. Come over here. Good enough. Good enough. Doesn't have to be welded all the way around. Four corners would be good enough. Tie it down once in the middle. That's good enough for the bottle to sit on. Now let's get it flipped over and put some casters on it that I got at the metal supply out of their scrap bin. They had a ton of casters. Now I know where I'm going to go. All the material I got for this frame and this top plate, I paid scrap price for, along with the casters. It was only like $37. So that's not bad. Let me get this thing set up and then I'll bring you back. Okay, let's get these casters on here. Gonna leave a little bit of a gap for welding. Ground all the residual little machine don't run too bad. I got it almost cranked almost all the way up though. Basically just got it for welding up crack fenders and making glass caster. that's it. Well, the cart's all done. Let me turn it over here. There. Now the only thing is I gotta get this big old monster onto that somehow. So I'll get back with you guys later on when I get ready to try to put that on. What a long day. Well, thank you very much to my son for helping me get this on here. We got the welder on the cart, but see all these blocks? See that long board? Lift up one end, set it on blocks. Lift that end up, set it on blocks. Did that until it was high enough to the cart go underneath. Then we lowered the cart, the welder, back onto the cart. The thing is, it fell over one time, but we were able to get it back up. So, what a long day. Time to clean up. The chiller and the bottle will sit there. Put some hooks on this side to wrap up the torches, the ground clamp, the foot pedal. This project, I'm calling it done. Thanks for coming along for this ride. Actually, it was a roller coaster. But I got it done. Thanks to my son out there. Thank you, DJ.
You're welcome.
Thank you, everybody. I'm going to have to edit that living heck out of this one. Take care.